Good Saturday evening, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Pat Calvin with a look at your forecast. Beautiful evening here across Galveston after a pretty nice day. We definitely felt summer-like with temperatures in the 90s and those pop-up showers and storms. We'll get an isolated storm chance again for Sunday, but the rain chances drop and the heat starts to build later on this week. We'll also give you the latest on Tropical Storm Fiona in just a minute. So any showers that are out there this evening, they disappear overnight. We are dry. Sunday morning, we start with a few clouds, a lot of humidity, maybe one or two spot showers around the coast. As we get to the afternoon, that shower chance will move farther inland, but it's very sparse. Most of us stay dry. I think the better chances are on the east side of town as we go through the afternoon. Monday starts the same way. Few clouds, especially at the coast with all of that humidity. And then as we get to the afternoon, one or two spot showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunder. And then the rain chances really start to drop off and the temperatures start to increase big time. The blue bars here indicating the forecast high temperatures, the orange, that's indicating the records. And we're not going to set many records, if any, this week, but we do get close, I think, Thursday and Friday. Upper 90s on Thursday with a high of 98, mid-90s in for Friday. So we're going to be flirting with records here as we get into the first few days of fall. Here's the reason why. What gives? It's a big area of high pressure, this big heat dome. And if you remember, we showed you this map back in July because it's the same setup. So that's going to establish itself over the area and stay put as we go through the upcoming week. But that's not the only interesting feature on this map. No, on the right-hand side of the screen, all the way there on the right, there's Fiona, what will soon be Hurricane Fiona, or at least by this point, by Thursday, this will be Hurricane Fiona on approach to Bermuda. So the heat dome that is setting up overhead later on this week is actually going to play a big role in steering Fiona away from the United States. Everything's connected here, right? So here we go. As we put the forecast into motion, that big ridge of high pressure that's over the Western Atlantic right now actually splits. And that weakness in the ridge is going to give Fiona an escape route to go up towards the north and east away from the United States. And as long as that ridge stays parked pretty much right overhead, it's going to have enough influence on Fiona to push it away from the United States, deflecting it not just away from Texas, but away from the East Coast as we get into the end of the upcoming week. So again, everything's connected here in the atmosphere. There's the latest on Fiona, 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving to the west-northwest at about 10 miles per hour. We've got hurricane warnings up for Puerto Rico, tropical storm warnings up here for the west end of Hispaniola, and we are talking about, again, about a Category 1 hurricane, or at least a very tropical storm as it passes through that area, moves to the Turks and Caicos, or at least just to the east as a Category 1 storm, and then really starts to strengthen as it hooks out to sea, becoming a Cat 2 hurricane later this week on approach to Bermuda. Again, not going to be an issue for us, though, here in Houston, at least 1,000 miles away off to the east. Big time rainmaker, though, especially for Puerto Rico here. East end of the island could see 9 to 12 inches, and even the northern end here of Hispaniola could see upwards of 2 to 4 inches. So mudslides and flooding definitely a concern for that part of the world. Okay, for us here at home though, mid-90s for tomorrow, for Monday, 20% rain chances. We stay in the mid-90s then for Tuesday, and then upper 90s for the last day of summer, but the first day of fall feels anything but 98 degrees. That'll be the hottest day of the week. And then flirting with record high temperatures as we get into Friday, staying in the mid-90s all the way to the start of next weekend.